Ariel Sharon is dead. Does that mean the antichrist is to appear soon? Ariel Sharon, former leader of the nation of Israel, has passed away after being in a coma for several years. Does this mean the appearance of the antichrist is soon? While Ariel Sharon would seem to have nothing to do with the antichrist at all, there is a very interesting story behind this. Yitzhak Kaduri was a Kabbalist, Jewish rabbi. As such, he practiced magic and charms as Kabbalists do. He was highly revered by many as a righteous man because he spent most of his time copying down ancient Jewish literature. He died around the age of 104 to 108, depending on who you talk to, but here is where the story gets interesting. He wrote a note to be opened after his death that would explain who the Messiah was. In the note, if you take the first letter of each word, it spells the Hebrew name for Jesus, Yeshua. Needless to say, many of his followers rejected this message. Kaduri said that the Messiah would appear after the death of Ariel Sharon. At the time he said that, Sharon was in good health. But just 2 months later, in 2006, he had a stroke which incapacitated him until his death yesterday, January 11, 2014. Up to this point, the evidence would seem to point to a Damascus Road experience like Paul had, where someone who kicked against the pricks had a revelation of Jesus and gave their heart to him. Then it would mean that Jesus would be coming soon. But here is where the story gets quite strange. Several high-profile Christians, most noticeably Carl Gallups of YouTube P.P. Simmons fame, have promoted this rabbi's testimony. There is a book called The Rabbi Who Found Messiah, which is at 1,165 sales position among all books on Amazon as I write this. This Messiah that Kaduri spoke of is supposedly someone who was already alive in Israel when he said this, and won't even know he is the Messiah, but will fulfill all the prophecies, and then will finally be accepted as the Messiah by all Israelites as they regain total control over their ancient land. Now, Antichrist bells should be going off in all Bible students' heads. Of course, this whole episode may be just another false flag of Satan to rile his false Christian and Jewish subjects up and get people prepared in the future to accept him more readily as the true Messiah. But still, this bears watching, as Satan may be planning to use this in some way as a springboard to introducing his last, almost overpowering deception, which is his appearance as Jesus Christ, the true Messiah. May we be wise as serpents, harmless as doves, aware of what is going on around us, yet not falling for any story that is contrary to what the Lord has revealed to us in the Bible and Ellen White writings.